Your cat seems fine on the outside, eating, sleeping, maybe even purring. But what if I told you that cats are masters at hiding pain and illness, and that some of the quietest signs are the most heartbreaking ones to miss? Welcome back to Meow Mansion, the place where we help you become the best cat parent you can possibly be. I'm so glad you're here because today's video might genuinely save your cat's life, or at the very least, give them a more peaceful, comfortable ending if the time ever comes. Cats are incredibly stoic creatures. Unlike dogs, they don't whimper loudly or show obvious distress. Instead, they quietly withdraw, slowly change their habits, and give us the tiniest signals that something is deeply wrong. Most pet parents don't catch these signs until it's too late. In this video, we're walking you through 10 subtle signs that your cat may be nearing the end of life and what you should do when you notice them. One of the earliest and most overlooked signs that something is seriously wrong with your cat is rapid or unexplained weight loss. Because we see our cats every single day, we tend not to notice gradual changes in their body. It's only when we pick them up one afternoon and feel their spine or hip bones more prominently than before that the alarm bells start ringing. Weight loss in cats, especially older cats, can be a sign of serious underlying conditions like chronic kidney disease, cancer, hyperthyroidism, or advanced diabetes. When a cat's body is shutting down, it begins to lose the ability to absorb nutrients and maintain muscle mass. You may notice your cat eating the same amount of food but still losing weight, or slowly refusing food altogether. If your cat has lost more than 10% of their body weight within a short period and you haven't made any dietary changes, that is your cue to visit a veterinarian immediately. Don't brush it off as your cat simply being a picky eater. This is your cat's body telling you it needs help. Cats are naturally somewhat private animals, but a dying cat takes this to an entirely different level. If your once social, curious, playful cat has suddenly started disappearing under the bed, hiding in closets, or isolating themselves in corners of the house they never used to visit, pay close attention. In the wild, sick and vulnerable animals instinctively hide to protect themselves from predators. Even though your domestic cat has never seen a predator in their life, that ancient instinct remains coded deep within them. When a cat feels unwell, confused, or senses that their body is failing, they seek solitude. They want quiet, they want darkness, they want to be left alone. This behavioral shift is one of the most painful things a cat parent can experience, especially when your cat used to sleep on your lap every night. If your cat is withdrawing more than usual and pairing that behavior with other signs on this list, it's time to take that seriously and check in with your vet as soon as possible. As a cat approaches the end of life, their body begins to show physical signs that are easy to overlook if you don't know what to look for. Breathing changes are among the most telling. A dying cat may breathe slowly and shallowly, or you might notice labored breathing, almost as if each breath is an effort. You might also notice strange sounds during breathing, like a faint rattle or a slight wheeze. Their eyes can also change dramatically. A cat in the final stages of life may have glazed, dull, or unfocused eyes. Their pupils may appear unusually large or uneven. In some cases, cats develop a condition called anisocoria, where one pupil is larger than the other, which can signal neurological distress. Beyond the eyes, look at their coat and posture. A cat who was once meticulous about grooming may suddenly stop caring for themselves, leaving their fur matted, greasy, or unkempt. Their posture may become hunched or stiff. Their skin may look loose, and they may appear dehydrated. When you gently pinch the skin at the back of their neck and it doesn't spring back quickly, that's a sign of dehydration, and it should never be ignored. When a cat is nearing the end of their life, their digestive system begins to slow down significantly. This often leads to a sharp decrease in appetite. Your cat might walk up to their bowl, sniff it, and walk away. They might accept a bite or two of their favorite treat and then lose interest entirely. In some cases, cats stop eating and drinking altogether, which is one of the clearest signs that their body is entering its final stage. On the flip side, certain serious illnesses like kidney disease or diabetes can cause excessive thirst. If your cat suddenly can't seem to drink enough water and is making frequent trips to the water bowl, that change in thirst levels is equally important to monitor. Litter box habits will also change as well. A dying cat may stop using the litter box altogether, not out of misbehavior, but because they simply no longer have the strength or the awareness to make it there. You may also notice changes in the smell, color, or consistency of their waste. Some cats experience incontinence in their final days. If your once perfectly litter-trained cat is suddenly going in unusual places or losing bladder control, please do not get frustrated with them. This is their body, not their choice. Every cat has lazy days, long naps and sunbeams, slow mornings, and quiet evenings. But the kind of lethargy we see in a dying cat is profoundly different. This is a stillness that feels different. Your cat is not napping peacefully, they're barely moving, barely responding, and even gentle touch may not get much reaction from them. As circulation slows in a dying cat, their body temperature begins to drop. Their paws, ears, and the tip of their nose may feel noticeably cold to the touch. This is the body conserving its remaining warmth for the vital organs, and it is a gentle but clear signal that the end may be very near. Disorientation is another heartbreaking sign to watch for. A cat who is dying may seem confused about their surroundings, wandering aimlessly, meowing in a hollow or unusual way, seeming not to recognize familiar faces or spaces. This happens because the brain and nervous system are affected as the body shuts down. If your cat is showing this kind of disorientation, they need compassionate care and veterinary guidance immediately. Watching a beloved cat decline is one of the most painful experiences a pet parent can go through, but being informed is the greatest act of love you can offer them. Whether these signs lead to a treatable diagnosis or a peaceful goodbye, catching them early gives your cat the best possible chance at care, comfort, and dignity. Trust your instincts. You know your cat better than anyone. If something feels off, don't wait. Reach out to your vet, advocate for your fur baby, and cherish every purr while you can. If this video helped you or someone you know with a senior cat, please give it a big thumbs up. It genuinely helps us reach more cat parents who need this information. Subscribe to Meow Mansion if you haven't already, because we post new cat care videos every week. And drop a comment below. Tell us your cat's name and age, or share this with a friend who has a senior kitty at home. We're all in this together.